This is Dr. Andrew Jones. In this edition of Veterinary Secrets, I'm going to discuss how to naturally prevent and treat fleas in your dogs and cats. Fleas are one of the most common reasons that dog and cat owners seek out a veterinary clinic. Yet unfortunately, all that many veterinarians can offer is a variety of potentially toxic insecticides. Dog and cat owners are becoming increasingly concerned about the high number of side effects from conventional flea medication, and many are seeking some of the safer, holistic options for natural flea control. What are some of the side effects of conventional flea medication? Conventional flea medications are increasingly causing medical problems for dogs and cats. In fact, while I was in veterinary practice, I commonly saw small dogs and cats with side effects of the medication. The signs range from skin irritation to hair loss, vomiting and diarrhea, seizures, and in a few cases, some cats even died. More than 44,000 pet health-related incidents from spot-on treatments were reported to the EPA, ranging from mild skin irritations to death. The first step in naturally preventing fleas is regularly flea combing your pet. What I have here is a small little fine-tooth comb known as a flea comb. It's available at your veterinarian, at pet supply stores. Very inexpensive, somewhere around between $1 and $3. And what I'll do, especially with my cat here, this is my cat Cleo, is start with the smallest teeth, the finest teeth, and I'll start at his head, going down through the top of his fur, all the way through the base of his tail. I'd especially have you concentrate around the bases of the ears. Often like to find that fleas like to hide around there. So this here is the remnants of what's come off his fur. So here's his orangish fur mixed with what looks to be little flecks of dandruff. There is a few little black specks in it. So to see if that is flea feces, otherwise known as flea dirt, what I then have you do is take a little bit of water, put that fur, that bits of black specks on top of a piece of white paper. This is white toilet paper, and add a little bit of water to it. And I would do that in practice, and instantly if there is flea feces or flea dirt, then instantly that turns red and shows up in the form of. So then you see sort of these streaked red lines, then you know what you have there is actually flea feces and your pet has fleas. A healthy pet will have less of a problem with fleas than an unhealthy one. The big point here is that you're doing a variety of things keeping your pet's immune system healthy. It means feeding your pet well, using some type of natural holistic diet, looking at avoiding as many insecticides, herbicides, the toxins as possible, that your pet gets regular exercise, that you're minimizing the number of serious things that can compromise your pet's immune system, such as vaccines. And then secondly, you consider adding some type of supplement, helping boost your pet's immune system. I suggest a natural health supplement. I have one called the dog supplement or the cat supplement, and here they are here. It doesn't need to be them, but something like them as well. Consider bathing, but using one of the natural flea shampoos. Bathing is effective at soothing irritated skin and eliminating some of the adult fleas. Use cool water and leave the shampoo on for 10 minutes. Your pet can be safely shampooed twice a week. There are a number of effective holistic flea shampoos that do work well. Some of the ingredients that work for dogs and cats include neem oil, eucalyptus oil, and cedarwood oil. A big point I want to also make is avoiding tea tree oil. It's very toxic to cats and small dogs, although it is found in some of the natural flea control products. There are a few different types of essential oil topical flea or flea and tick sprays that I quite like. There's one made with cedarwood oil, comes as 3 to 4% cedarwood oil. There's another product made with lemongrass oil. They're both ones which I have tried, have found to be effective for flea prevention and topically killing fleas, and they're both very safe for our dogs and our cats. One big word of caution is, especially if we're dealing with cats and small dogs, and in our pets in general, just lightly mist them. So here's one here, and here's Jessie, who's going to be our demonstrating animal, where I'm just going to, this is the cedarwood oil product, where I'm just lightly mist Jessie. As you can see, I'm doing that here. Then, using this flea comb, then I'm spreading it through his fur that way. So I've used them in both dogs and with cats. In particular with the cats, I make a point of just doing a very light mist and then combing it through their fur with the flea comb. I'm finding that to be the most effective and also to be the safest.
Dehumidify. Humidity is vital for flea survival. Flea eggs need humidity of 75% to hatch, and flea larvae need 50% humidity to survive. For example, in places with adequate humidity, 20% of the eggs survive. In dry areas with low humidity, less than 5% of the eggs survive. Using a dehumidifier in your home will go a long way in stopping the flea life cycle. Natural control in your yard. Nematodes are microscopic worms that prey on the larvae and pupae of fleas. You can purchase them at most garden stores. A small canister contains 100 million of these little worms. Follow the label directions, spraying them on the damp, bushy areas in your yard. Borax. It's another home treatment for flea infestations. Borax kills fleas by dehydrating them.
Chinchilla dust, or diatomaceous earth. This in itself is a natural product made of the exoskeletons of algae, so microscopically. The big point is that you're going to get one that's safe for pets, not one meant for swimming pools. And you're going to get that at most pet supply stores or co-op type stores. Here is one here. This is diatomaceous earth. And the big thing that I like about diatomaceous earth is that you can use it in your house, so you can spread it around the cracks and crevices. And the algae, the diatomaceous earth itself has little fine shards will actually ultimately kill those fleas and damage those larvae. But you can spread it around the cracks and crevices in your house. You can also spread it around outside in your lawn, sort of in the outskirts of your lawn, almost making a barrier to preventing those fleas from coming in any further. And also directly use it on your pet. So if you were to put it on your pet, I would just do a light misting, or I'm doing it here on Jessie. So it comes out as it's coming out as a white powder. Then after I've done that, I'm just using a flea comb once again, and I'm just combing it through them. Thank you for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets. What I want you to do right now is click that link in the box below, and I'll be sending you my free books and videos on how to heal your pets at home with my top natural remedies.